Greetings everybody and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last time we finished up on Tatooine and we had three options on where we could go next. That was, we have business back on Dantooine. We could move on to Kashyyyk to take care of that business that Griff gave us. Or we could visit Hulas on Manan to see what he wanted with the word that I had no idea how to pronounce. But after thinking about it, I am going to go to Kashyyyk next. Yet another nightmare. Lovely. Welcome to Kashyyyk. Now you may notice right away this looks entirely different from Tatooine. Each planet has a different appearance from the last. Tatooine was a desert, Dantooine was a grassland, Kashyyyk is a forest. If you saw the movies, you'd also know what else this planet's known for.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Kashyyyk is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here.
It looked like the star map was on the forest floor.
The Wookiees of Kashyyyk make their home high among the Rosha branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Okay. So, this is the home planet of the Wookiees, which means this is where Zalbar is from. So, let's take our first steps onto Kashyyyk. And I would be remiss if I didn't take Zalbar with me. However, I do not know who my other party member is going to be. After giving it some thought, I did promise that I would give Canderous as much screen time as possible. So, I guess I'm going to keep that promise. Greetings to you. Well, I am pleased to welcome you to planet G523, G623. I do not see your ship on my docking schedule. Circuit Corporation will see to your needs, of course. There will be a 100 credit docking fee. In advance, I fear. Docking fee? Why do I need to pay that? This outpost is remote and expensive to maintain. 100 credits given will ensure that it remains here. For your use, of course. On collection of the correct fees, I will extend what resources the Zerka Corporation can offer. I'm sure you understand. Is the price negotiable? Very simply put, no. Operation of these remote outposts is an expensive endeavor. I represent wealthy clients. You should let me pass. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I don't feel like arguing. I'll consider a promise of future business payment enough. I see you have a Wookiee with you. Can I assume understand their language? For a fee, Zerka Corporation can provide a translator for you during your visit. I'm trained in the Force. I'll have no trouble. I don't have any experience with that. I just know that only the most adaptive people can understand the Wookiee language. Now then, please follow me to our information center. I will answer any further questions there. Alright. It's not him. Okay. Let's move in. Look who it is! Greetings to you again, human. It would seem the call of the hunt has brought us both to this troubled world. I have not been here long, but I can already see I will not be as welcome here as I had hoped. What are you doing here, Comad? Following me? Well, I'm sure you prove an interesting hunt. I don't track sentient prey. Two-legged animals do a fine job of killing each other without me. I have come here to seek even greater prey than what we faced on Tatooine, but the climate here is politically cold, and I don't know if I will be allowed to hunt. Whose permission are you looking for? An astute question. Zerka Corporation seems in control here, but they don't care if I wander the Shadowlands, so long as I have paid their docking fee. Instead, I hope to gain the trust of the native Wookiee population. I'm not here just to kill the biggest thing I can find. I wish to understand how they hunt. What are you doing to gain their trust? Very little. I am sure they have had enough of off-worlders like Zerka claiming good intentions. I will simply try to stay out of their way. I've heard an off-worlder that has gained respect by living in the Shadowlands for some years. Perhaps I will attempt the same. It could just be hunter tales, though. What do you know of Kashyyyk? I know that I don't know enough. Even from this docking area, I can see this world as a true wonder. My desert-dimmed imagination didn't do it justice. It's just a shame to see Zerka Corporation here. They lack an appreciation for the wild nature of this world. I don't like having to deal with them. I'm looking for a star map here. Have you heard anything? No, but I wasn't listening for such talk. I'm sorry that I can't help you. I have to leave. Goodbye. Farewell. Perhaps we'll meet again. A great hunt on this world will be glorious. Alright, let's keep going. Kashyyyk, my home. I should have prepared you for coming here, but I don't know if I prepared myself. Prepared me? What do you mean? I didn't leave Kashyyyk voluntarily. Mission must have told you I was fleeing slavers, but there was more. I am in exile. Slavers on Kashyyyk only took me after I was forced to leave my village home 20 years ago. Why were you forced to leave? My brother made deals with the slavers and allowed them to get a foothold. I found out and attacked him. The fight was stopped, and my father did not believe me when I told him about my brother's actions. I was made an exile, disowned by my home and people. I should not be here. They will not accept me back. Why didn't your father believe you? When I attacked my brother, I was so mad. I used my claws. You don't understand what that means to a Wookiee. Our claws are tools, not weapons. Use them in battle is to become an animal. It is madness without honor. I am forever a mad claw in the eyes of my people. Nothing I say is to be trusted. They were right to cast me out. Wookiees have claws? we'll deal with that if we have to. Let's go. I don't have much hope. Okay. So, moving on. We want to talk to these guys.
Greetings to you. Something I can get for you?
Kindly direct your inquiries to me. Matton is merely an indebted employee. His opinions don't amount to much.
Ouch.
So, new spaces have come to Wild Kashyyyk. Please, look well upon the wares of Eli Gand. I live to serve your needs.
Just be sure to pay cash. The interest on his loans will drain you like a diluvian fatworm on a hut's backside.
First off, hearts are all backside. Secondly, I don't much like the comparison. No need to get personal. It's just business. Poor fellow. He's been waiting for his friends to return with my money for a standard month now. Ah, but you don't need to hear this. What can I get you?
Do you always enslave your debtors?
Enslave? I resent that. Simply fair business. This man's fellows left without settling their debts, so he must make up the difference.
I know, it's standard trading rules. I just want to know where my crew went. I was only gone for 2 days. This isn't like them.
Yes, very sad that they would abandon you, especially while you were doing me a favor and helping repair one of my freighters. You think you know someone, and they turn out to be a cheat. Oh, not like you, Matton. You honor your deals. A word is a bond in trade.
Do your debtors have a habit of running off?
It happens from time to time. Credits are scarce out here, and not everyone is as honest as Mr. Daisel here.
You'll get your money. My crew will be back.
Of course they will. Until then, however, I can make use of you as a mechanic. Very rare to find skills of your kind out here.
How much debt buys a man's life?
Oh, it isn't about the amount. After all, as a skilled mechanic, Matton is worth much more than what is owed, especially on this remote planet.
Oh, you flatter me, Eli. I guess we're best buddies now.
As I was saying, it's a matter of principle. I'm nothing if not honest in my dealings, and I demand the same. He'll be free to go when his friends turn up and the debt is paid. I honor my deals. Let no one say otherwise.
Perhaps I could settle some of his debt?
Thanks, but no thanks. No offense, but there's no point in exchanging debt to Eli with debt to you.
Besides, he is a hard worker. I'd prefer to keep him.
I'll be going.
See you soon, I hope. Always open.
Yeah, so that guy is really slimy. First of all, anyone who brags about how honest and trustworthy they are can't be trusted. Period. Second, you heard how much of a boon that guy Matton was for Eli. You heard how much he bragged about how rare it is to have someone like Eli, and how his friends conveniently ran off, even though it wasn't like him.
Spacer. Zerka Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in Wild Adean. Katarn attacks are especially bad right now. Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down, but I think they leave certain areas infested, just hoping a Zerka guard will get killed.
What do you know about the Wookiees?
You're the Wookiee lover. Why don't you tell me about them? I'm sure you're real close friends. Keep your pet on a leash, or you'll be wearing him. I've no love for these animals. I've seen guards ripped to shreds.
Maybe I should just let him rip your arms off.
I don't take kindly to threats. Don't test me, Spacer. We've more than enough firepower to bury you here.
I'm just trying to get my berries. I don't mean any harm.
Ah, you ain't so bad. Was there anything else you needed?
What can you tell me about Zerka Corporation?
I don't talk to Wookiee lovers. Get rid of your rug, and maybe I won't have you shot.
I'm going past you. I paid the landing fee.
I won't stop you, but you leave this area at your own risk. We're here to protect the company, not you.
Yeah, so... I don't want to deal with that guy. But anyway, as I was saying, you heard how much Eli was bragging about how rare of a find Matin was? Red flag right there. That whole conversation was full of red flags. So we're going to be looking into that. But not quite yet, because we're not there yet. Alright. There's a corpse here we can loot. Alright, so there's some stuff that we can take. Alright, let's move on. There's a droid that you can reprogram. Can you sense it? Wind, sound, smells. I feel it all now that we are away from the spaceport. This walkway is new, probably built by the slavers, but I remember the trees. My village is not far from here. What can I expect to encounter? I'm sorry, I don't know. It's been so long since I left. I only know the way things were. Many things may have changed. I must warn you of one thing. I don't know if I will be a help or hindrance to you out here. My father was very powerful. Chieftain. Perhaps his feelings have mellowed, but if my brother had his ear this whole time, I may be very unwelcome. Well, we'll deal with that when the time comes. That is what I am dreading. My shame was meant to be forgotten on some faraway world. I never thought I'd come back. I'm sorry I've taken enough of your time. We should press on. Alright, let's move.
This isn't good. I can't afford this. You think I can? Do you know what they get for a healthy one of those things?
We'll work it out later. We've got company. What do you want, Spacer? I'm Patrol Captain Deno, and you're interrupting Zerka Corporation business.
My name is Avner My name is Avner Dimarath. What happened here?
This Wookiee slave got a little rebellious. We had to put it down.
You put it down? We're not animals! Zalbar, let me handle this. But their disregard for the life of a Wookiee is too much. I've asked you to let me handle this. Honor my request. Please. I will do so. For your sake. Not theirs.
Careful now. That growl sounded pretty threatening. Keep your slave on its leash or we'll have another accident.
Just shut up, you trigger-happy idiot.
Do your superiors approve of you killing Wookiees?
Of course they don't. Why would you ask me that? You're doing some sort of snap inspection? You're trying to get me to admit to incompetence, aren't you? Not going to happen. I stand by my patrol. This Wookiee got out of hand and had to be put down. We'll find another easy enough.
I won't allow you to enslave or kill another Wookiee.
Is that a joke? Who do you think you are?
This posting is trouble, friend. Get out while you can.
You make some sense. I wonder what you know about what might happen here. I think we should petition for a transfer. The corporation will survive a fight here, but us frontline guards won't.
If you say so, Captain.
Yes, I say so. Move out. This place just isn't worth the trouble.
Alright. Check this backpack. A Viper sword and a bowcaster. Very nice. And we can move on. Some mines here. I'm gonna recover more money when I sell them, which, why haven't I sold them yet? Is a good question. Okay. More enemies up here that we can wipe out. This bat things can be annoying if you don't take them out quickly. Then these Kinrath are more or less the same as the ones we dealt with on Dantooine. Some of them can poison you if you're not careful. Otherwise, they're basically the same. Anyway, battle's over.
Yes?
I'm gonna go ahead and sit around and heal. Alright, so I'm gonna move on, and this guy appeared in my view while I was healing, so I took him out off screen. Anyway. There's more Kinrath up here. Deal with them. Same. Alright. That over with. I'm gonna come over here. You are not permitted to pass in the Shadowlands. Only Chundar may allow you entry. Especially you to bring filth such as this with you. This Madclaw has no place here. Who are you to question my place? You followed Chundar into the arms of outsiders. And yet you travel with outsiders yourself. Speak no more. Chundar will decide if you are permitted to enter the Shadowlands. Where is this Wookiee I need to see? Speak with Chundar in the village of Rookroro. He will decide if you are worthy. Alright. Fair enough. Now, if I remember correctly, I missed something over here. I did. Okay. Construction kit is the droid equivalent of the life support kit. Battle stimulant, I think, is a combination of all the other stims that stacks on top of all of them. So it's a good thing if you use stims. Other than that, we know what all that stuff is, so I just grab it. But village of Rookroro, where Zalbar grew up, is this way. You see up ahead is more Kinrath with a computer behind them. So let's deal with them as we always do. Alright, so now that we're back on the path, we can actually approach the computer and see what it actually does. Now, this ID requirement, if we, that trio of Zerka employees that we dealt with just inside the Great Walkway, if we killed them, we would get an ID card off of them that would bypass this. But since we didn't, we had to use our spikes to get in. Gives us all these things. And this one, a droid part, some generic parts, a new visor, a couple combat suits, a couple pistols, a couple fiber blades. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and heal up, because around the corner is a battle that I want to be full health for. Alright, anyway, around this corner,
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
more of these guys. So let's wipe them out.
I think I've been...
Wait. Did Avner just speak?
Huh? What?
I mean, I know he says Yeah, and what when you switch to him, but I just heard him say a line I had never heard him say before. Anyway. When we go up here... Stop where you are, outsider! You enter the domain of Chundar, chieftain. Stand aside. As human with me, and I want access to the home of my people. You have no rights here, Madclaw. This human should not have brought this taint upon our land. You must answer to Chundar. What does he mean, Zalbar? What taint? He means me. I am the taint you have brought back. Shut up! You are nameless with dishonor, Madclaw. Yours is a foulness that disgusts me. Enough talk. You and the outcast Madclaw will be taken to Chundar now. Step forward and address the mighty and wise Chundar, outsider. I don't often allow visitors of your kind. You're flanked by circus slavers. How are they not outsiders? Or have you sold all of Kashyyyk to them? Brother Zalbar, you've been exiled a long time. You shouldn't speak in that tone. Things are different now. You are a Madclaw without honor. You have no voice among your own people. I, on the other hand, am chieftain. If you've made deals with slavers, the truth will get out eventually. You may talk, but no one will believe you. I've had a long time to guide what my people think. They trust me, the mighty Chundar. Even with my brother insane, my father enslaved, I rose to protect my people despite it all. Father was enslaved? Mighty Chundar? What are you talking about? You were the runt. I am no runt. Like I said, Zalbar, a lot has changed in your years away. We will discuss this soon enough. What do you want? Why drag us here? I haven't killed Zalbar because he is my brother, and I hoped he and I could come to an agreement. You are irrelevant. I may be able to put you to use on a menial task. Zalbar will have to stay here, of course. I would not abandon Zalbar to you. It isn't your choice, Avner Dimrath. I already have him. I have a personal matter to discuss with him. You have other duties. A simple thing. Another Wookiee has suffered the same fate as Zalbar, gone mad and been exiled. He now lurks in the Shadowlands. More importantly, he's pestering my Zerka allies during their Shadowland expeditions. It's not good for business. He's standing against you. The first of many, perhaps? No one will follow a Madclaw. He is merely a nuisance. Besides, he cowers in the Shadowlands. My people know nothing of him. I won't do this. Do your own dirty work. You don't have much choice. You can flee the planet if you want, but I am keeping Zalbar here with me. He'll stay until the Madclaw is dead. Zerka would never let me hold you. They don't care what I do with the fellow Wookiees. Keeping Zalbar makes his proposition even worse. What made you think I wanted this to be easy for you? Besides, you won't be needing him. My people are trained to understand you. I tell them it's to better understand the enemy. They think it will make the Zerka easier to fight. Actually makes them easier to obey. Remember, you can't beat me here. No one would dare oppose me to join with an outsider or an exile. You're wrong, brother. Someone would. Who are you talking about, Zalbar? Do you speak of Frere, our father? Why, he was the one that ordered you exiled when you attacked me. He went as mad as you when he finally discovered these slavers. He dared challenge them alone and has not been seen since. That was years ago. Let him go, Zalbar. I rule now. I'll take the Wookiees forward, but there are prices to pay. Don't listen, Zalbar. It's not worth it. No more words, outsider. I've given my orders. I can't hold you here. Zalbar will stay until you kill the Madclaw in the
I
Shadowlands.
suppose we have little choice. We should proceed with caution, however.
Guards will let you pass now. Leave the village through the northwest and follow the platform to the south and then east. You'll eventually see where Gorwookin waits for you. He'll lower you to the forest floor. Go. Alright, so now we have the direction in which we have to go next. So that's where I'm gonna go next time on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. See you guys then.